everybody's favorite presidential candidate that they've never heard of, Amy Klobuchar, as she was referred to by Kyle Kalinske of Secular Talk, did an interview with Fox News, or Brett Baer in particular, and she was asked about her colleague, or rather her fellow Minnesota delegation member, Ilhan Omar's comments about the influence of Israel on American politicians, and then particular AIPAC, and their, the lobbying. And she joined, or rather, this clip is notable because up until today, and this controversy has been going on for now several days, she had not said anything about this story. So when I saw this, I actually became kind of interested, and I was, yeah, I think you can guess what my reaction was to what she said, but let's play it.
Back with Minnesota Senator and 2020 presidential candidate Amy Klobuchar. Thanks for sticking around. A couple of more things. The Minnesota delegation. The president condemned the comments from Congresswoman Omar today for being anti-Semitic. Thinks she should resign from Congress. Haven't seen you weigh in on those comments. Do you think she should?
I did. I was asked for
I just
a comment.
haven't seen
It's okay. Yesterday in Minnesota, and I gave a statement that, of course, criticized the comments as being anti-Semitic. I'm glad she apologized. That was the right thing to do, but there is just no room for those kinds of words. And I think that Israel is our beacon of democracy. I've been a strong supporter of Israel, and that will never change.
The president talked about socialism in El Paso.
So you heard that one. A strong supporter of Israel, that will never change. I remember when I was one of the people who was calling for Barbara Lee to replace Pelosi as Speaker, being told that I was sexist because I was looking at this person who was female and saying, oh, they need to not be in this position of power. And so when I watch, according to their logic, Klobuchar is not allowed to have a difference of opinion with her fellow colleague. But, we can just squash that for the moment. People really don't get why the hell individuals like myself are adverse to a majority of politicians. You saw when the thing with Ilhan erupted, it was Democrats, particularly the party leadership, and Republicans who basically got together in their one track. Any criticism of anything having to do with Israel is automatically anti-Semitic mindset, and just all went after her. And this is part of that same thing. And I try to explain to people, the problem with Klobuchar isn't being moderate. It's the fact that this is a politician who will say and do whatever to get along, that has done that for her entire 12 years in the Senate and her career before that. And we're supposed to believe this person is qualified to run just because they've been a senator for some years. Like, what kind of leadership is that? Oh, Pelosi and McCarthy said it was anti-Semitic, and I don't want to piss off the party leadership or the DNC, so I have to go along with that, yeah. Even though AIPAC actually is influencing politicians, but that's who we're supposed to look at as a leader. This is who you're supposed to go on the ballot and go, wow, that senior senator from Minnesota sure knows how to, command things and stand up for something. They don't do it. And the craziest thing about this, right, is that, again, this story started on Sunday, as far as McCarthy, saying his little crap. Theoretically, if she hadn't have been asked about this on, during this interview, I guarantee you she would have never spoken about this on camera. Yeah, they put out a statement, they write some little crap on the computer, but actually in person saying, yes, this is anti-Semitic and oh my God, bleh. They don't explain. They just tell you it's anti-Semitic, just anything that is opposed to Jews. I really wish that if Bear was, because this is Fox and they don't like Democrats, if he was playing that card, to its full extent, I would have loved to have seen him go, well, how is it anti-Semitic? But because they're all establishment hacks, once you denounce it, that's A-OK. Good job. High five. Klobuchar, Harris, Booker, all of these pricks, they are not the friend of the average person with a dissenting mind. They are the ally of whatever their donor is, whoever their lobbyist is, whoever has power. They don't know what it's like to buck the mainstream conventions of their party or the other party. So you're going to see them continue to bootlick for Israel. You're going to see her continue to stab Ilhan in the back with her baseless claims of anti-Semitism. And, you know, rest assured that that rebuke of her is Islamophobic, because it was the exact same thing they said about Keith Ellison, who was Ilhan's predecessor in the House, and about Rashid Tlaib. Think about the only 3 Muslims in Congress all get called anti-Semitic. And that's not a coincidence. Or rather, that's a coincidence. People just don't want to see what the reality of this is. That you have a group, and I'll clarify this. I don't believe Klobuchar is Islamophobic, or what I'm simply saying is Republicans like McCarthy are going to critique Ilhan Omar and feel a vested sense of, oh yeah, this has even more validity because of what her religion is. Even though she also criticized Saudi Arabia, so if she was so hell-bent on it, then she wouldn't have, whatever, too much logic is sinking in. So he'll continue to criticize her, or, thanks to her religion. And these Democrats who, they're not, again, Islamophobic, but more so interested in making sure that Israel is known that, oh, we won't tolerate anyone saying anything bad about you ever. Like we're some kind of like we're basically Saudi Arabia when it comes to free speech of our politicians and what positions they can take. They're right behind them, all joined in bending over backwards for Israel, just for a couple of dollars and some endorsements from a group of people who do not speak for Americans or for all Jews or any of that nonsense. They're the special interests that bought this one out right there. That is your enemy. Thank you.